Hi, Mansi and Riya. Glad to have both of you here. We look forward to having a conversation with both of you to know about the college, courses, internship, opportunities, and all of those. But before that, I will try to get you know a little better why you have choose ANU and particularly a course around climate change in your undergrad event, which is not very renowned in this time and age because people opt for these courses in the masters in general. And how environment is a topic that interests both of you. So let's start with Riya.
Hello. So, as you all know, my name is Riya. So, I'm currently in my fourth year doing engineering and climate change. And it's the first course in India, and it's all only there in Anant National University. So, we are the founding batch. And why I joined this course? So, it's a story. So, I wanted to pursue medical, I wanted to become a doctor. But then somehow I was not getting into MBBS. And when I started looking for other courses, and then I found that there's a course in climate change. So when I was thinking whether to join or whether to not, the only thing which struck me was that कि how आजकल हर एक इंसान इन दिस वर्ल्ड टॉक अबाउट ग्लोबल वार्मिंग लाइक तुम 5 साल का बच्चा ले लो या दोस्त कोई भी एज कोई भी जनरेशन में हर एक इंसान ग्लोबल वार्मिंग कितनी गर्मी बढ़ रही है बट everybody knows this problem exists. Everybody know the repercussion of the problem. Nobody wants to know कि पेड़ लगाने से भी ज्यादा कुछ सबको लगता है कि ओके ग्लोबल वार्मिंग है तो पेड़ लगा देंगे तो चीजें सॉर्ट हो जाएगी. Everybody, like I remember people around me always talked about कि if कोई भी प्रॉब्लम है एनवायरमेंट लेके तो भाई तुम पेड़ लगा दो चीजें तो सॉर्ट ऐसे ही हो जाएगी. बट it always struck me कि भाई मतलब इससे आगे भी कुछ है but none of the people care about to know. So when I thought and how people are suffering, for that matter, when I felt about that air pollution, कि ऐसे लोग मर रहे हैं because of that, diseases are there. And as I was personally very connected to health of a person, I always thought that helping someone is something I really like. And going into this degree, making an impact, doing some climate action, and actually doing something so that the world can be survivable again, it really made me motivated to join this course because I really feel if I do something here, it can make a major impact and I can help people in a way it is needed nowadays. So that's why I chose this.
Over to you, Mansi.
To introduce myself, I'm Mansi, and yeah, my story is a little different from Riya. So, actually, I was interested in pursuing architecture, not climate change, and I was searching universities to pursue architecture and to go and to study this course and to pursue MTech, BTech in architecture. So that's how I
Okay.
came to know about Anant National University, and my father got to know about BTech in climate change, and he got interested that yeah, this is a nice course and one should pursue it. So at first I wasn't interested in climate change, and particularly I wasn't aware of climate change, like that is
Okay.
a pressing issue, that it is a global issue. I wasn't aware of that. So I started reading newspapers and other magazines to understand whether the climate change is really that much of a big issue. And then I got to understand that yes, there are sudden natural disasters, people are dying, then rise in migration,
Yeah.
less availability of technologies, more pollution, fossil fuel usage. And then I got to know that yes, this is something I would like to continue. I would like to do in my BTech course. As well, one of the issue that I faced is that it's a new course and I am
Yeah.
first batch. So like other things my parents were focused on like placements and what about the other things. So we thought that we should give it a try, and it's a really good course, and especially I got interested and my father was interested. So yes, that's how I'm in BTech in climate change.
Yeah. I before I joined my current university, I had a good time talking with Riya to know about the courses, hostel, everything. But yeah, that was the only point. Key college is new, and I don't know my future. It's very uncertainty for me. Like to take a bet. First of all, it's BTech, and it's a new college. None of the batches got passed out, so that was a concern. And second thing, people don't know the name of climate change, but I think they are evident to see that the changing effects in nature. So the change in weather pattern continuously. They may not know to name it as a climate change, but yeah, I think they see it's a problem to be honest. I feel so. And secondly, I want to ask you, uh, have you choose this course as a choice or as an opportunity?
That
I think it's an opportunity
Okay.
because I really think now in this era, every sector in this world, be it health, be it finance, be it anything. Everybody needs a person who knows about environment, who knows about climate change, and who can really help in it. And how everybody is hearing about all the news which are coming. You know that there is a scope, you know there is a requirement, and there is going to be a requirement of it. I get it that a person would think that okay, there is not that much requirement in India. Like I have listened that a lot, I've heard that a lot, but I think that's where it is. Like the development is going on in India as well. People are realizing, and in Gujarat especially, there are a lot of people who are very much aware about climate change and doing a lot of things. And right now in this era, be it people, a lot of people do it just for greenwashing, but still people are doing it. And because of that, I think there is a lot of opportunity. And that's why I feel like it's not a choice of, it's like a, okay, it was a good course and I've done it. It's a opportunity in disguise, is what I would say.
For,
Oh,
for me, it's same as the Riya said. But at start, I was also looking for environmental science courses, and I compared whether BTech in climate change, what this particular course is providing me, what type of knowledge it is providing me for me to pursue this course instead of environmental science. So yeah, it's an opportunity, and yeah, as Riya said, like for me, many people have said me that India needs climate change course in satellite area, remote sensing, or you go in any type of areas, technology, or you go in public health or anywhere. What I have heard is that people say that India need this climate change course, and yeah, it's the first
yeah,
climate change.
yeah. So I know the filtration process or selection process takes place in India, but I want you to take it up, like how your selection process looks like, for particularly for this course.
So we generally, so there's an application window where we apply. We, if somebody has given NEET or somebody has given JEE, they have to put up that marks as well. Your 12th grade marks, 10th grade marks, like how it is. Then at the end, if you are filtered out through that, there's an interview with the course founder. So from that interview, it's decided whether you get in or not. So the selection process is pretty much that easy. Mansi, you can say if there's anything else.
Yeah, so I got selected through ACPC, which is a Gujarat-based selection process. So yeah, I didn't went through the interview or any kind of one-to-one talk with the director. I got into through the ACPC.
I think it's pretty relevant. Like environment is a topic you can take aptitude test or something, any general type of test to assess any student. So it's better to take an interview or something like that to check whether interest is really there or not. And I find really that's a good thing to select a student on this particular course around this. So now we will go through your courses. Now you are in your fourth year, but you have completed all 3 years. So take us through your courses, not very detailedly, but overall, like from first year, second year, third year, like that.
So in the first year, the courses were pretty much very basic. Like they were trying to brush up our skills which we learned in 12th and which will be required in the future years. So we did thermodynamics, then we did algebra, calculus, and
Mathematics.
then we talked about like how that like we talked about climate simulation. Like that's the subject which is there from the first year and is going to last till the fourth year as well. So
Okay.
we had subject like climate simulation, energy simulation. We had an engineering drawing. Then we had carbon capture in the third year. There are a lot of courses actually. The I think the best part about this course, and also one of the reason I was very interested in, it's not a very traditional engineering course.
Yeah.
So it has a transdisciplinary approach which gives you a lot of perspective. So we had subject like climate finance as well. We had subject like technology society as well, which I really feel is very
Okay.
important because if you are an engineer, you don't know whom you need to build solution to. What are the requirements? You
Okay.
won't be able to do much of a change because knowing a problem is different and understanding the problem is something different. So subjects like that, like technology and society, really helps you understand the problem, which in a greater run helps you build solution and find a solution for any problem. And I
Yeah.
think that was
Yeah.
the approach of our course founders to have that subject in our course because I remember a lot of people were why there is climate finance, like shouldn't that be in commerce and why you science student are studying that? But I really feel like when I am working on my project, if I know where I can get funding from, It's very important for me because I believe if I didn't know anything about climate finance, I wouldn't know how to fund my project, how to go forward with my project, and actually have that confidence to do it. So there's a lot of importance that it holds when it comes to a transdisciplinary approach. And also that matters. I had a doubt that whether I would have that strong foundational engineering skills that are required and that will be there. But it was like I remember there was all compulsory engineering subjects, they were there. They were part of our course. The extra transdisciplinary subjects were something we were doing extra. Like there were 11 or 10 courses which were strictly like AITC based, but then a lot of subjects which were extra were something that was added because of to enhance and to have the transdisciplinary thing in our course. So, Mansi, you can say all about the courses.
And that's pretty much what we have in our course. One more course I would like to add was engineering drawing. Yeah, we did that
Okay.
in second year, and we used to wait after our class to fill our sheets and then submit it to our professor. Like they asked for 10 sheet to be filled and submitted by the end of the course. Yeah, I remember like it was at that time we thought that why would we need engineering drawings, but after that we understood that yeah, the engineering drawing is important to tell someone how and what our technology is basically on, what are its internal components.
Till now, I have talked to the people who are mostly in BSc or BA around that. Okay. First time I am taking an interview of students who are from BTech. So I took an interview of my dean even. So problem he told that in BTech you have to learn some traditional courses known as basic math one, basic math, basic chemistry one like that. It's pretty relevant. Like there are many tools in internet or you can put out your data and it will give results. So it feels very relevant to teach those same basic courses to waste your time. Like I feel that. Secondly, transdisciplinary means you are concentrating on a subject very deeply. Interdisciplinary means your knowledge spectrum is very wide. Like we have courses around law, social aspect as well as science aspect. But I think mostly your courses are very technical, mostly science and statistics, all those things only. I feel so. So were you aware of the fact that you would be learning all only statistical subjects or technical subjects?
So, for the first question that you have asked, I think that there are tools available to give the answers and suggestions for the chemistry, or you go into physics or math.
Yeah,
But if you go into basic, you will understand that to give questions to the tools, you need to understand what the basic of chemistry,
yeah.
mathematics, and those things are there. So that's why they are teaching us chemistry and mathematics and physics, but also they're not going in depth. So it's like they are teaching us, but that's not in depth. So it's not we are only learning mathematics or chemistry or physics. Yeah, that's all. And for the
Oh,
second
that means it's
question,
very evolved than other traditional BTech colleges. That means.
yes. So they are teaching us
Okay.
like what particular information we need for a particular technology or to develop a technology, but not like a core mathematics course.
And secondly, were sure that see in environment and particularly in climate change, there are very lot of aspect, a law aspect, a social aspect, as well as the science aspect to it. And I think mostly you are covering the science or the technical aspect of it. So were you aware before taking this course that yes, we are not going to cover the law aspect as well as the social aspect of the subject?
So what this course is,
Do have a subject and an elective, and we had a compulsory open elective where we studied about all the policies which are already there, and we are going to study
Okay.
about all the policies and law in the future as well.
Okay.
So at the end of the course, like in the fourth year, we have to choose our specialization, and there are
So
three specialization. So the one specialization is climate in business, second is climate in
okay.
innovation, and third is climate in policy. So
Okay.
the policy and the law aspect is covered in the specialization in the fourth year. So I do feel that if we actually wanted to learn, we can learn there. It's a
Okay.
BTech degree, so that's why there's a lot of technological part which is there. And I wanted to answer the previous question you asked, that why there's a need to study about all the technical aspect of it. But I do believe a lot of things which are made and which we are using our technology, which are made by some of the engineers and some scientists and all. But they are the problems. They are the one who created the problem, right? A lot of technology like AC we use. We always thought it's a luxury, it's something just the problem khatam ho rahi hai. But at the end it created a problem. So अगर
Yeah.
चीज का अंडरस्टैंडिंग ही नहीं है कि भाई मैं एक ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी बनाऊं आगे जाके जो आगे जाके एनवायरमेंट को हार्म ना करे, there's the whole perspective you need to think. Okay, I want to create something by making environment as a stakeholder. And अगर वो इतनी support कर रहा है, तो things are going to doomed anyways. It's like पहले हमने
Okay.
problem create किया and then we are solving it.
Yeah, totally true. I don't remember whether you or someone from your university made a LinkedIn post on HEPA filters.
Yeah.
Were you? Yeah, I was also discussing that with my professors. Like, we have created a solution to combat air pollution or pollutants, and HEPA filter is a non-biodegradable source. So it's like again in the loop of creating a problem and solving a problem. Yeah, it's
I
true.
think we
That
were
is
using HEPA filter to test whether our air purifier is working or not.
working or not.
It
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, it did work. So we wanted to make a very low cost air purifier for people, and that was our first year course. So the whole focus for us was to make a low cost air purifier. And that's when of course
Okay.
we realized about the HEPA filters. And honestly, that's where I am doing my project. I'm building an air purifier whose filter is 100% biodegradable. So I recently got patent, thankfully, and I got funding from the government of Gujarat through Anant National University only.
So we have pretty covered your selection process around your courses. Now let's go to the internship part. How it looks like? Are you finding it by yourself, or your university is helping, or how is it happening? And I seen like lot of you are doing a really good internships in good companies like String Bio, Gujarat University, Tech Mahindra, Marico, SAC, and M1B. Take us through that.
So university does help with a lot of internship. So in summer internship, they always offer you internship if you are willing to do it. But there's always that
Yeah.
effort you need to do it on your own. That if you find something on your own, like I found an internship, I guess in Delhi, it was an NGO. So if I wanted to do that, my
Okay.
university was very much supportive. So they can find you an internship at very good companies. Like you mentioned Marico, Tech Mahindra, String Bio, and Gujarat University. All the four internships I got from the university only. They were the one who
Oh wow.
provided me with the opportunity. And there are a lot of opportunities that you need to work on your own. Like how I did one internship in an NGO for 6 months, and how I got into a lot of programs where I had to go out. Like I remember I went for a program in Switzerland on
Yeah.
eco. So that is something that I did on my own. But of course, there's always that university support who's going to support you through that. They're not going to be like, okay, if it's on your own, you need to manage it on your own. They will make sure that
Okay.
you are like, it is supported. Like if you're going out for a course, they will give you leave. They will understand your, okay, you need to go, and they will give you leave. It's not like, okay, then your attendance will be gone. And so they're very supportive in that matter, I must say.
So I
During
agree with Riya. Like university is very supportive for our internship, as well as if you want to pursue research and present paper, go to conference, they provide holidays and leaves with attendance. So yeah, that's something great. And also about internship, they help us search about internship, and they always teach us how to find internship and what are the best internship and how to categorize it. Like I have just completed my internship from IIT Kharagpur, and yeah, that's something I found from my university, and then I pursued the internship from IIT Kharagpur. But you can also try to find your own internship. Like I also applied for IIT Kanpur and I got selected, though the duration was not something like my college exam was going to start. I didn't went there. But yeah, you can also go there. And about 1M 1B that you told, yeah, I searched in from AICTE website, yeah, AICTC website. I searched there, and yeah, I applied from there for 1M 1B internship. And it was fun. So like doing internship, and especially in research, that is fun for me. And it also, like as Riya mentioned, you can go to abroad and you can also pursue some kind of fellowships or some kind of course. And our college, and especially our course, is really open about it, and they will provide you holidays, or either they will try to adjust some course or something according to you, so you can pursue that particular thing. It's like they are always ready to help you. They're always there ki ha, if you want to pursue this course and it is really good for you, then you go on, we will help you, we are there as your backup.
that's a great good part. Like you are getting a leave for your internships. So take us to here. Like when your session starts, for how much months you get your one semester, then how much break, how it looks like.
So our break system is pretty good. So I was talking to one of my friend from other university. They are like, we get 1 week of break for winter vacation. So that's not something that happens in our university. I think we have 1.5 months of break for winter vacation, and that's really good. You can pursue like You can go for some internship or paper presentation or anything else, or maybe you can pursue a hobby like swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they
So like your session start mostly in August or August end, right?
this
So
year it's
generally
starting in
it starts
August.
from July, but this
Yes,
year it's just starting
Oh,
from August because of our internship
it's a
duration.
third year internship. That's why.
okay. For freshers, like it starts from August only, right?
July. It
No,
starts from
for
July.
freshers, it start from September, the first batch for
Oh, yeah.
freshers.
Okay, okay. And it goes till
I think goes till January.
This.
then 1.5 months of break,
No,
right?
they don't get 1.5 months of break for the first batch.
Okay,
It's only
okay.
1 week.
Okay. It's pretty different for us. Like we get 4 months of classes, 2 months of break, 4 months of classes, 2 months of break. August to November classes, 2 months of break. Then Feb to May, then June, July break. Like it's compulsory. Like everyone have to leave during that and have to stay during the semester time. So it's good. So take us to your college life. How it is. Is it what you have expected? I know it's a pretty new course for you even. You are building block of your school. Everything holds on you only. But take us through that. How is the college crowd?
So the college crowd is great. Like as you know, we were the first batch, so there were a lot of engineering students around us. There was architecture and designing students all around us. So there were a lot of interesting events which were going on, a lot of interesting things. And I think event and everything which were going on were very interesting. But sometimes we had that clashes where we had our classes going on and the event got started and then we were like, okay, you don't take care of our schedule and time. But then somehow, some way after our batch, the another batch came, they realized that there is an engineering course as well which we need to take care of. So that's how. And if you
Okay.
see that designing people are very much, I would say they're very open-minded and creative. So because of that creativeness, you also get a break from that schedule which you are in a typical engineering program. So
Okay.
the whole thing here in Anant is very great because they have the student council where they promote such things. They have winter fair, they have club fairs, they have cultural events where every person comes. Every culture separately have an event for a day. So there are a lot of events going on throughout in year.
Yeah, as you mentioned that
Yeah. Continue.
yeah, there were clashes with our schedule. Like we are first batch of BTech, they realized that we have to add BTech by. I think our second year started, then they realized that we have to add BTech also. There was few problems at start, but as a university, it's great. Like as Riya mentioned, there are different culture coming together and living, and so it's really fun to be in the university.
And there's a very interesting culture here in Anand. So in the freshers, so there's a whole vibe which is amazing. Like you need to ask out your senior, and that's the only way for you to get a freshers pass. So
And
it's
only
very
second year senior.
and only second year
Yeah.
seniors. Like it's very interesting, and you need to do it in a very creative way. And the whole ideology was so that they interact, the freshers interact with their seniors. So I really like that because the whole month is so interesting because a
Yeah.
lot of ask outs are happening and it's just so interesting. And I really like the ideology of it that how they want freshers to interact with seniors, be it the ask out
Oh,
way. But it was
Yeah,
very
and it's
interesting.
really fun and innovative way people come up to ask out. It's really fun.
yeah, it's dream for many freshers even. So how is the societies, club society? Do you have any something like that in a university even? And anything related to your subject mostly? Do you have?
I think we have an environmental or a climate club that is started by
Okay.
one of our batchmate. Yeah,
Mhm.
we have other clubs as well, like for sports and games, and also for there is a mental awareness club as well,
Okay.
Bloom. So yeah, we have diverse club.
Yeah, and there's a club in
Okay.
public policy as well. They have frequent events where they talk about how bills are passed and how any policy comes into play and how controversial that is. There's a
I
lot of
think that
debate and
Okay.
all
started recently only the public policy one.
Okay.
yeah.
So, how college life is happening in terms of events also? Are you people getting any events? It's just like that fest or event.
Didn't quite get it. Like which kind of event you're talking about?
Any of the like we get regular events like we have 12 or 13 schools around. Like we have economic school, international affairs school, liberal arts school. We have environmental school. We have our fest known as Nature's Bazaar. It's a flagship event. So we try to sell eco products which are really good for us and that doesn't pollute, right? So do you have any sort of thing like that happening in your university, other like bio architecture school even?
Yeah, there are a lot of flagship events. Like there is what happens in winter with
Coach.
something I'm forgetting its name, and then there is Coach, which happens
Yeah.
every year in the
Okay.
winter, where every students and every professor comes and present their talent. And there's
Oh,
also one, I would not say an event, it's an initiative which is done by our department, the Climate Championship, where they host events in Earth Day and Environment Day. So the whole program is about getting students aware about climate change. So it's an year-long program which our department has started. So we have events related to that as well, which generally comes in
okay.
Earth Day and Environmental Day.
That is specifically targeting for school students to make them aware of what the climate change is and to encourage them to pursue climate change or environmental science as a course, as a higher education. So yes, we have those type of courses and events.
Okay. If your internships are compulsory or is it by choice you go for it? Like certain credits are fixed for internship, like we have to do it. So is it for you or is it like you have a
Yeah,
chance if you want to or you can leave it?
we have
So
credits for
we
internship.
do have
Like
Okay.
credits for it.
this
Like in
semester,
fourth year,
it's
we
four.
have a systematic, like we have 4 credits which are
Yeah.
given to an internship. But in initial year, like in first year, it was by choice whether we wanted to
Okay.
pursue an internship or not.
Take us through your major, minors, and electives. Do you have any options for that, or is it like you have only your core courses to pursue?
There are a lot of options. So, like in first year, there was design tourism, like which I was at least a part of. So there are a lot of courses where you can learn French, where you can learn graphic designing, and there was also another course
Oh,
of business administration, something which is
okay.
different than our technical courses, engineering courses. And there was also one course of design for senior living. Like I remember there was one thought like what would I be doing in that courses? But then they made
Okay.
sure that the whole engineering part, like I'm doing engineering in climate change, is included, because I remember what I did in that course was the designer designed the space for the senior living people. Then what happened was they came to me and asked for what are all the sustainability aspect which you think could be there in their design. And that's how
Okay.
we
Cool.
collaboratively worked on it. So there are a lot of interesting courses all throughout India.
So the courses that you have pursued or have been learned till these 3 years, do you find those knowledge to be relevant in your intern site, like wherever you work? Do you find it relevant, or is it like every time you learn something very new, there is no base on that?
So in our second year, I did an industrial internship which was in Hitachi. So there,
Okay.
my work was to perform LCA through SimaPro and give them the result whether the air conditioning tube, the copper tube that they are using, is sustainable or not. So they were using two types of copper tube, like 5 mm or 7 mm and 7 mm. So they were like, which one is better in the sustainability aspect? So yeah, we were
Okay.
already taught how to perform LCA, how to interpret the result of LCA using SimaPro. So yes, that was really helpful for the Hitachi. And as well as they also teach us some kind of behavioral science. I think in our first or second year, we had a subject called behavioral science. So yeah, that was also helpful for industrial internship and also for academic internship.
So if a student is from arts or other background, like commerce even, do they have the chance to take up this course? Like, is it possible for them, or will be they able to cope up with the knowledge that you are able to learn through these years?
So that's a really interesting question. So what happened when we were starting this course? We had both students from mathematics background and bio background. So right now Riya is
Okay.
from bio background and I am from maths
Yeah.
background. So what they did for first semester, they taught us the basic of maths and basic of other subjects to make sure that students
Okay.
have the same level of knowledge. So that's something I
Okay.
think will help a commerce student as well to pursue this course. That's really helpful for us as well.
Yeah. Cool. So in our case, like in my university, it's like they don't teach any particular courses like that. It's a proper course of mathematics or bio in beginning, but we have a course known as pollution and community health, and there are many. So in that case, like they teach us basic chemical bonding, chemical structures, all those like the prerequisites, whatever required. Like we have first year is a foundational year, like both BA and BSc students sit in a single class. So they take up these courses in the beginning, 2, 3, or 4 lectures, then we run into the core course like that. So it's good. Like you have a proper basic course and students from any background can come and take up these courses, to be honest. So there is no prerequisite that mean, right? Like anyone can take up this course. So what are the exposure opportunities? Like you have internship, that's true, but do you have any semester abroad, study abroad, or semester exchange programs you have? You mentioned about that fellowship you did, but can take us through that. Like what are the options you have?
So in the first year, so there's a year-long fellowship which our college had collaborated with. So there's an institute called Villars Institute. So there's a collaboration between Anant and Villars, and they choose four students from first year to be selected for the fellowship, and that's
Okay.
free for them. It's a free, a year-long fellowship is free for them. And there's a symposium which is a part of that fellowship, which is also fully funded by the institute. And you get a chance to
Okay.
go to Switzerland for the symposium for 4 to 5 days symposium. And there is a lot of things you learn, like the exposure you get. I remember in the first year where I was selected and when I went there. So there were four courses which were a part of in the fellowship. And there were two courses before the symposium and two courses after the symposium. And after
Okay.
completing the symposium and all the four courses in an year long span, you will get your certificate and you will complete your fellowship. So the courses were very interesting. They were talked about how system thinking, system leadership, and I really feel it's a skill which everybody requires, be it in any field. Because if you want to do something which really is something not a lot of people will be okay with doing, and you really want to create an impact, you need to learn things like system thinking on so that you can know what are exactly the challenges and how you can look at the system wholly and define it into certain cases and how you exactly move forward. There's a lot of things which are a person would think is very basic, but it is not. You would learn. And in the symposium, there were a lot of people, like it's a whole intergenerational thing. A lot of leaders were there, a lot of Nobel Prize winners were there, and we get a chance to talk to them face to face. Just like I remember, there was a Nobel Prize winner, Day. So he did a speech about evolution and everything. And I remember how I was scared to talk to him, but then somehow, some way, I managed my courage and got motivated. Okay, I have to talk to him. I remember I was just talking to him face to face while we were having dinner, and it was so nice. He was so down to earth. I remember I was so nervous, and after talking to him, it felt so nice because it's very rare you get a chance to talk to someone who has done so much, and giving that platform where you can is something very important. So I really feel that exposure helps you motivate in the right direction and motivate you further for your career as well, because it really gives you the perspective how people are doing things, how generally in the world, in your field, people are moving forward doing things, and how you can also do that if you want to. So I really feel that exposure was something which was very important, because going out, let alone, is something which gives you another perspective. Because here in India, things are different. There in Switzerland, things are different. And there were people all over the world who came there from Singapore, from London, from every part of the country. So I remember how diversity helps.
So how does your semester fees look like? Can you take us to the like what is your current fees that you are paying? Can you give a rough idea?
It's 1.25 per semester.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have any scholarship opportunity? Is it like for the tuition or is it like for the hostel included? All those.
It's
For
just
hostel, it
tuition.
is again 1.25 for per semester. I think per year it is 2.5.
Yeah, it's
Per year it's
2.5 for
2.5.
hostel. 1,25,000 is just for our tuition
Course.
fee.
Yes.
Course.
So how end up you paying in a year like for 2 semester?
So you can also, I think, apply for scholarship. I think 1 to 2
Okay.
students are selected for scholarship.
Okay. Is it on merit or like economic based scholarship?
Need-based scholarship.
Okay. Got it. Do you have any rough idea of placement scenario? I know no one has passed out from a batch, but are you people are taking masters or is it like you are gonna do jobs or how is it?
So right now we are also, like, at least I am in dilemma whether to take a job or do a master's, because there's always that dilemma you are in, which thing you need to opt for first. So you are open to take jobs as well. There's a lot of, like, our university has said that they would give us placement. So there would be a lot of placement
Okay.
opportunities as well, because we have seen that in our internship. We got a lot of companies coming in for our internships. I'm pretty much sure that's going to be there in our placement as well.
Yeah.
We can see that there are a lot of good companies like Tech Mahindra, Marico are there in our placement, which will be there. So it's up to us whether what we want to do, whether we want to get a job and
Okay.
There is also placement community in our college. And yeah, they are also
Okay.
trying to find the different kind of
So
industries which might interest us according to our CV. And they, I think, are also helping us with the interview and other things. Yeah, they will also help us with interview and other, like how to tailor your CV and what to do particularly when you are in an interview, like that. And yeah, higher education is also something that is going in the back of our mind.
yeah, how good your faculties are. Like we know, like they would be good at teaching, but more than that, like up to a personal level, how helpful they are.
I feel like faculties here are I think the most important point where I feel like I'm very thankful for this course because believe me, they're amazing. How supportive and how understanding they are. Like, be it how good they are in teaching, that's something another. But when you talk about at the personal level, so I'm doing a project under the mentorship of our director of the school, Dr. Rohan Datta. So I remember a lot of times I just wanted to give up on my project. Like I was feeling a loss of motivation and I'm like, I'm not able to do it. I'm done. But there's always a sense of motivation. He gives you that, no, you have to do it. He will make sure that he will check. I'm like, okay, हो जाएगा, कर लोगे तुम ये कर लोगे. So there's always that motivation. When that he's there, he's motivating you to do something. The case with another faculties as well. Like I know Vikrant sir, Naga sir, and there's also Snehal ma'am. There's a lot of like Tripathi sir. They're always there to help you out, be it anything. If I'm facing any problem in any course structure for that matter, if I feel like there's a visiting faculties and I'm not happy with the faculty and I just feel like there's some kind of changes which can be done, they are very much happy to hear you and they're very much happy to help you with it. If there's a problem that I got two internship offer, I'm not able to decide which one to go for. You go
Yeah.
to any faculty, they will for sure help you with your dilemma. They will try to talk you out.
Yes.
So yeah, you want to add something?
Yeah, so they're actually really helpful. And also, if you like, I was working with the director as well for one of the project, and it's like he always helped you, always motivated you, and also he will always try to help you, whether it is through PhD scholar or someone else. There is always a helping hand and a motivation that he gives you, like you have to do something for the society and something for the people. And also, if you go through our other faculties like the grand search. So I was doing one of the paper with him. And in mid, it is really hard to complete a paper because now you have to like submit it to a journal and publish it. So you have to sit and think what you actually want in this paper, what you want other people to know, and what particular research you want to do, what particular things you want to show. So he is always there that we want to show this, and if you are going in a wrong direction or in a other direction, like you can show this as well, like we have got a result of LCA, so we can also show this in this way, that yeah, this is the result of LCA shown in a particular way. So we sit, we discuss, and yeah, like that also. And if you go to other faculties like Naga sir or Snehal ma'am, they're always there for our help. Like if we have two internship or more than two internship, or we have, it is possible for us to have two projects. Like I am having two type of projects. One is with the our director, and other is like international project with someone from Penn University and TCMI University from China and Penn in US. So we are like how to manage our time with coursework and doing projects. So there also they help us like how we can do time management and how we can actually work on both the project and have a very good outcome. So yeah, they help us in that way also.
So I think your course is pretty good. Like uh, as of now, I feel so. So I think only thing I would have faced the problem would be the college life. I didn't got a really good scenario, but yeah, I feel someone may miss, but yeah, you people take us to the event, all those things. I feel it's okay. Like as a new college, also it seems to bring feeling. So if someone made their mind to take a course in BTech and even in ANU, will you recommend it? Be truth about it, because if someone made their mind, they have to know the truth about it, or anything you're missing out.
So one thing I would say is that yes, that you should pursue BTech in climate change. And if you are interested in multidisciplinary, if you are interested in policy as well as understanding what actually the people need, and what actually the society need for climate change, then you are good to go for BTech in climate change. And I personally think it's better than environmental science, because I was searching for colleges for environmental science as well as BTech. So yeah, it's really a good course. One thing I would like to add up is that sometimes it could be exhausting to like manage your course, then extracurricular activities, then projects, and if you are
Yeah, yeah.
papers, internship, it is exhausting. But yeah, trust me, it's really good and it's really fun to have friends and cultural event and then just enjoying the college. It's really fun there.
So yeah, so we have covered the very good parts of your university. Now come to the con part. What are the major cons? It's like it may be different for others, but yeah, give your perspective on that too.
So one of the con is time management. You have to
Okay.
be good in time management, but that's something depends on each student. Yeah.
And
Okay.
one of the con which I would say is the university location. Like it's at very
Okay.
outskirts. So not a
Yeah.
lot of people would be very much okay to move here and then live in outskirts, because a lot of things are not that near to you. So it's not at the city center.
Okay.
So maybe the location of the university can be a con part, because it's in the outskirts
Okay.
and then a lot of things are not near at all. You need to go far, like 20 minutes far to get things.
I think even parking is one of the con. Like there is less parking space available for students.
I think you are pretty lucky. You are getting only 20 minutes to go to your city. Think about us. We are sit, like staying 30 kilometers away from Delhi, like to the nearest metro. I think most big universities are like far away from the city center. Like I talked to someone from Ajim Premji from Bangalore even. They have told that it's a problem for them also. They have to stay far away from the city. Okay. One more thing. How safe is your college? Inside and surrounding even. How safe is it?
It's pretty much safe. Like if I have to scale from 1 to 10, I would say 9 for sure. It's pretty much safe.
Yeah, we actually, I think for cultural event, we wait till 10 or 11. Yeah, it's pretty much safe, even in the university and outside of university.
There are a lot of security guards all over the campus. So in the university, there's not at all no concern at all, because at every point there's a security guard who's there till 10, 11, 24 hours actually. They
Yeah,
have
yeah,
shift.
24 hours.
Okay, good to know that. So I know you people would be using LinkedIn as a source to keep you updated. It's true. But what are the other sources that you people use to keep yourself updated around environment, around opportunities, and everything around that?
I generally use LinkedIn only to be updated, but there are a lot of newspaper which I sign up in the LinkedIn, which can make me feel like more updated about a lot of things which I personally feel interested to. And I follow the right people which I feel is going in my direction and which information which I would require. So I follow people in terms of that.
I think newspaper and newsletters are there, but if someone is not having LinkedIn, like at start I wasn't having LinkedIn. So there are WhatsApp groups, and I think there are also Instagram pages where you can stay updated with the environmental issues and concerns and global environmental laws and other things that are coming up.
If someone wants to get in touch with you, what are the ways? Like I have to put that in my description that if someone wants to get in touch with you, they have to get a source for that.
Yeah, I think pretty much I'm LinkedIn and
Okay.
Instagram.
Are you both are active over there?
Yeah, I'm pretty much active
LinkedIn and WhatsApp.
LinkedIn,
Instagram.
WhatsApp, Instagram. But if anybody wants to reach out, like some stranger, I would say LinkedIn and Instagram,
Yes.
and not personal number.
Yeah, I won't say that. I think we have covered pretty much everything around college, whatever a 12 pass out need to know. If anything there, you can add up. If not, it's fine. We will reach out to you if someone wants to get in touch or have some more questions. Thank you for joining. I have a good knowledge around your courses, college, and I feel whoever wants to take a course around you, they have a proper basic idea what to expect and what to not. Thank you for doing this. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really nice to connect with you as well.
Yeah.
It
It was really
fun.
nice to have this conversation and have this discussion, because I really feel it was needed. A lot of people would know all the queries they would have.
Yeah, it's a really nice initiative that you are doing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.